So Costco has provided a huge warning to the rest of the economy. For places like Walmart and Target, they should be really concerned about what's going on. But it's not just those two stores. Even Home Depot and Lowe's should be concerned about what's happening right now as well. And I want to break down what's going on. First, I want to read you what it says from this report. Look at this. So when people worry about the economy, they sometimes trade down when it comes to retailers. Walmart executives, for example, have talked about seeing more customers that are in six figures shopping in their stores. And that's usually not normal. It goes on to say, Costco has always had a diverse customer base, but one weakness in its business may be a warning sign for its rivals like Target, Best Buy, and Amazon. And it says Galante broke down some of the numbers during the call. Galante is the CFO, I believe CEO or CFO of Costco. Anyway, he says, traffic or shopping frequency remains pretty good, increasing 4.8% worldwide and 3.5% in the US. He says people shop more, but they were also spending less, according to the CFO. Our average daily transaction or ticket was down 4.2% worldwide and down 3.5% in the US, impacted in large part from a weakness in bigger ticket non-food discretionary items. That's what I want to discuss today. And here's the reason why. For example, most people that are going to buy something, let's say a big ticket item, let's say a TV, for example, chances are you're going to go and you're going to look on Walmart.com, you're going to look on Amazon, you're going to look at Costco, you're going to go to Target, you go to Best Buy, and you're going to figure out where can you find the best TV for the cheapest price. Now, Walmart is known for just selling, affordable TVs. Chances are you're not going to find the newest, greatest, 8K TV up on the wall. Why? Because that's usually not their target market. People are not going into Target or to Walmart to buy an 8K, 80-inch TV. But you can find them over at Costco. You can find an 80 or 85-inch TV. They're there. Now, I bring this up because if somebody is looking to buy something and they're trying to spend the least amount of money, they're going to go to whoever has the best products. Chances are Costco. So unless somebody doesn't have a Costco membership, that's probably where they're going to go and buy their items. Another big thing, Walmart, you have to have the item, you have to have, obviously, have to have the receipt, and chances are you have to have the box. You have to have all these things to take the item back to Walmart or Target. Guess what? You don't need the box to take it back to Costco. You don't need the receipt to take it back to Costco. You honestly don't even need to go back within the first 30 days. I think for Costco, it might be 60 days, or it might be 90 days, or it could be a full 2 years to take back the TV. Well, guess what? I was at Costco recently, ran into a friend of mine, and I did ask. Okay, I did ask him to see what they were, people were returning. And I want to break that down in a second. But first, I saw pallets and pallets of barbecue grills. This is the same thing that happens at Lowe's and Home Depot. I was even at Home Depot today, and I'll tell you that story in a second. But again, there were barbecue grills. There were a lot of them. So this could be a sign that eventually some of these stores are going to have to start putting these items on clearance. They're going to have to liquidate these items, sell them at a loss, so that hopefully people buy them and then get rid of them. Why? Well, because pretty soon, after the summer's over, how many people are going to buy a barbecue grill? Here in Washington State, there's not going to be a lot. How many people are going to go buy a patio set? Not a lot, because we get snow. It gets cold. Not going to sit outside when it's -5 degrees out. Nobody's going to do that. Now, currently what's happening is consumers are doing everything that they can to save money. And this could mean typically not spending as much money. This could mean trading down to typically less expensive stores. So going from Costco or Whole Foods to a place like Walmart, okay, or grocery outlet. Even moving away from name brand items. This is something that a lot of people do. Now, this is something that I was actually looking at doing today as well. And let me just explain what I mean. Well, I was at Home Depot, and I went to Home Depot today to get a few parts for my sprinkler system. And that was all I needed. I knew exactly what I wanted, where it was at. I knew the parts I needed, okay? I also wanted to see the bigger ticket items. Now, granted, I was the couple parts I was gonna buy for my sprinkler system, I wasn't gonna go and buy the most expensive ones, okay? I didn't need them, right? They worked just fine, the old ones I had. Didn't need the name brand, sprinklers. Just bought some, secondary one. Anyway, so I too went and bought something that I needed, but I didn't buy the more expensive one, the one that lasts maybe an additional 6 months. I didn't need it, but I also went to go look at the large ticket items. And here's the reason I bring this up. I was shocked. I was shocked to see how many barbecue grills that there were in the store, because there were barbecue grills, there were patio sets, large umbrellas. There were a huge line of those. Mowers like I've never seen before. Okay, these things were just lined up. I even saw, which is odd, because it's about 80 degrees right now. I even saw there were like 5 or 6 snow blowers that Home Depot hasn't sold. And they're still trying to sell snow blowers at this store. That's what's interesting about what's going on right now. And what got my attention was all these items, but then a handful had signs on them that said customer return, customer return, customer return. So this had me questioning, why are there so many customer returns? The items look, most of them look fairly new. There was a mower that you could tell is obviously used. There was a barbecue grill you could tell was obviously used as well. The grates were a little bit, they had some stuff on them. They weren't perfectly clean, but it was, I think, like 50% off. Anyway, this got me thinking. I wonder how many returns Costco gets. I wonder if Costco is getting returns for some of these larger items as well, like a mower. Well, I asked my friend. And so this is somebody that I've talked to before. I've talked about here on this channel before. And so I sent him a text message and asked him, because he works in the customer service, or new customers or whatever. They also do returns, usually in the front of Costco. Anyway, he works in that area. And so what he said, okay, let me find his message. Pull that up really quick. So he says, dude, it was crazy, or it is crazy what people return. I got back a half-eaten rotisserie chicken the other day. The guy told me that the center tasted funny. But yeah, some of our big ticket items do come back, and the customers don't always have a good reason. Like a sofa, I got a sofa back last week because the lady told me she painted her house a different color and the sofa didn't match. Mind you, this sofa was more than 5 months old. I also returned a half pack of size 6 diapers because they didn't fit the kid anymore. And here's one of the oddest returns that I've had. Somebody brought back a treadmill after more than a year because, as the guy said, he is now in shape and doesn't need it any longer. So yes, big ticket items are coming back a little bit faster. So when I was reading this, I thought, okay, a half-eaten rotisserie chicken, that's interesting, but yes, I could see that. I've seen people take back cheese. I took back Parmesan cheese. I think I told you this story before. I took back a pack of Parmesan cheese, like a nicer Parmesan, not just like stuff you put on spaghetti or whatever, but actual Parmesan. I took that back because I think it was already moldy, or it was bad. But then he goes on to say a customer took back a sofa because she painted her house and it didn't match. Most people don't realize this. You can take back take a couch back for whatever reason, as long as it's in good or like new condition. I believe it can't be like torn or stained. I remember I took I think a love seat back like 13, 14 months. Maybe it was less than a year, but I took it back almost a year later, simply because I was moving it around my house. I didn't like anywhere that I put it. I'd keep it in like one room for a month. I didn't like it. Put it in the next room. No. Put it in the living room. No. Another bedroom. No. Didn't like it. Put it in my office. No. Didn't like it anywhere. Finally took it back. It's like, I don't know what to do with this thing. I bought it, thought it would work, and I just took it back. That was like during the whole pandemic. But what's interesting right now is what Costco's saying is, again, right here, Our average daily transaction or ticket was down 4.2% worldwide and down 3.5% in the US, impacted in large part from weakness in bigger ticket non-food discretionary items. But what's interesting is it's not just people not buying the bigger items now, they're also returning a lot of the bigger items. So that's what's interesting about what's happening right now, and I just wanted to fill you in on this because if you are starting to see more items getting returned to the stores, and you're starting to see this was a customer return at Walmart or Target or Home Depot or Lowe's, I don't think I've ever seen a customer return product in Costco, but my guess is they could have them. Never seen it. But if you start to see these more and more, that's a sign of trouble to come because people are now taking their stuff back so they can get the money. Again, it might be a smart move, but as this happens, more stores are going to have to lay off employees because they're not going to be needed. So, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on right now. This could be trouble for stores like Walmart and Target, but this is just the first sign. So, promise I'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on. All you got to do is click that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys on the next one.